keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with a remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
Hello students. Today we are going to see the chapter from Science and Technology part 2. Chapter number 4, that is environmental management. Students, we have already seen first 3 parts of this topics where we have covered the topics like ecosystem, relation between environment and ecosystem, environmental conservation, environmental pollution, needs of environmental conservation, the laws enacted by the government, environmental conservation, and biodiversity. In today's part, we are going to see the topics like hotspot of biodiversity. Students, starting with the part of hotspot of biodiversity. Biodiversity, we have seen about biodiversity. There are certain areas with large amount of endemic species. Now, endemic species are those species which are found in certain areas. Such places are called as hotspots. There are 34 highly sensitive biodiversity spots reported all over the world. Such area had once occupied 15.7% area of the earth. That is the earlier stage, but at present 86% of the sensitive area are already destroyed, and presently from that 15.7 only 2.3% area of the earth has been left over with sensitive spots. You can see that part in green shade. So only 2.3% of the earth has been left over with the sensitive spots. It includes 1,50,000 plant species, which are 50% of the world count. As far as India is concerned, out of 135 species of animal, 85 species are found in the jungles of eastern region, and about 1,500 endemic plant species are found in the western Ghats. And out of total plant species in the entire world, 50,000 are endemic. So that is regarding the endemic species. Now, talking about the threatened species. Now, threatened species are classified as endangered species, rare species, vulnerable species, intermediate species. Starting with the first one, that is endangered species. Here we have got an example for lion-tailed monkey and lesser florican. These are called as endangered species. That means either number of these organisms is declined or their habitat is shrunk to such an extent that they can be extinct in near future if conservative measures are not being implemented. So these species are called as endangered species. The next is called as rare species. We have got an example for red panda and musk deer. Now regarding rare species, number of these organisms is considerably declined. Organisms of these species being endemic may become extinct very fast. The third category is vulnerable species. We got an example of tiger and lion. The problem with this species is that number of these organisms is extremely less and continues to decline. continuous decline in their number is worrisome reason, so they are categorized as vulnerable species. The last category is intermediate species. These organisms example is giant squirrel, or which is called as shakru. Such organisms appear to be endangered, but due to their some behavioral habitats like shyness, there is no definite and substantial information about such species. Such species are called as indeterminate species. So that is the classification of the threatened species which care has to be taken. First is about World Biodiversity Day, that is celebrated on 22nd of May. So that's all from this topic of environmental management. Thank you, dear students.